70 years since the first parking meter was installed, it is still the most common parking system seen on city streets. The parking meter, however, has many limitations. People don't always carry coins, and we all know how inconvenient it is to ask a passerby for change. Sadly, conditions can make it even more inconvenient to look for change and insert in a meter. Extending parking time is also a problem, as it requires the customer to go back to the meter or risk receiving an infraction ticket. For parking authorities, the cash collection process is definitely something that could be improved on. They would also like to eliminate vandalism of equipment and prevent new customers from using time left over from old customers. To deal with some of these limitations, Pay and Display and Pay and Go systems have been developed and deployed in some cities. These systems accept bills and credit cards in addition to coins and can replace up to 20 parking meters. But the customer still has to contend with bad weather conditions and the inconvenience of locating the pay station. And in the case of a Pay and Display system, the customer must go back to the car to place the ticket on the dashboard. These systems are also expensive and do not address the problem of vandalism or the risk of fraud as a result of offline credit card transactions. The Mobipark system is an innovative parking solution that overcomes all the limitations of existing parking systems. It enables customers to access and pay for parking using their cellular phones. Through this convenient system, anyone with a cell phone and SMS text messaging service can avoid the hassle of looking for cash or credit cards to stuff in a parking meter or pay station. To help customers avoid the inconvenience of a parking infraction ticket, the Mobipark system can also send SMS alerts a few minutes before the parking time expires. Customers can then choose to extend their parking time using their cell phones from wherever they are. They don't need to interrupt an important meeting or walk 5 minutes in sweltering heat just to extend their parking time. To use the service, the customer must first register with the parking authority through any of a number of methods, such as signing up through the internet or a toll-free number. Once that's done, the customer can prepay for the desired amount of parking time. When a customer needs to use a parking space, he simply sends a text message containing the parking space ID and the time needed to park. Composing this message is as easy as dialing a telephone number. The text message is forwarded to the Mobipark server, which identifies the applicable rate for that specific parking space. Then, the customer account management system is queried to check if sufficient funds are available in the customer's account. Should the query result in a positive response, a confirmation message is sent back to the customer. Validation of payment by enforcement officers only requires a wireless PDA. Since the Mobipark server maintains up-to-the-minute data, law enforcement officers can simply query the server for the status of a parking space at any given time. If the server indicates that the parking time for that space has expired, the enforcement officer issues an infraction ticket. The Mobipark system offers significant advantages to parking authorities. It offers efficient and centralized management through the maintenance of complete transaction records and precise revenue statistics. It also allows parking authorities to achieve greater cost effectiveness in the short and long run. The convenience of the Mobipark system encourages customers to prolong their use of the parking space, thus increasing revenues and profitability for parking authorities. Thanks to the architecture that we have adopted, law enforcement is simple, inexpensive, and most importantly, reliable. Because there is no physical equipment accessible to the public, there is no risk of vandalism. And because customers prepay for their parking time, there is virtually no risk of fraud. The Mobipark system can be deployed without the need to displace existing mechanical meters, thus allowing parallel deployment and a smooth transition.